What's up guys, Tristan here. Got a little surprise for everyone today, but mostly for my fiance. So today, the Super73Z came in. It's back there in the back seat. I picked it up from FedEx earlier. And I ordered it for my fiance back in October. So picked it up earlier today. She has no idea that I have it. So here's the funny part. We live on the third floor of our apartment and I'm not carrying this huge box upstairs. So instead, I want to surprise her. I'm going to call her downstairs, but the thing is, I need a good reason for her to come downstairs. So what I told her, hey, I sprained my ankle. I need help walking up the stairs. When I park, I'm going to text you. Can you help me walk upstairs? She's like, yeah, of course, sure. So that's what's happening today. So I'm going to go ahead and get home real quick. I really shouldn't be making a video and driving, but you know, this is the start of the video. All right. Actually, I didn't sprain my ankle.
Oh.
But
What is this? What is this? What is this? The bike? Is it? You said it wasn't here yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. I really thought you sprained your ankle.
What's up guys, Tristan here and I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be comparing the Super73 S1 to the newly released Super73Z1. So let's get into it. So back in May of 2018, Lithium Cycles unveiled their plans to release a new consumer-level, entry-level bike called the Super73Z. This bike was immediately available for pre-order on their website at a price point of about $1,000, which is $800 less than the next bike up, which is the Super73S. I didn't end up ordering this bike until October of last year, and it finally came in the mail last week, hence why I'm making this video now. So actually, before the Z was shipped, Lithium Cycles made a huge announcement. The bike was originally supposed to come with a 350 watt motor, but the announcement was they were going to upgrade all the pre-orders to a 500 watt motor, and hence they changed the name from the Z to the Z1. So if you did pre-order this bike, you will be getting the 500 watt motor. The S1 also has a 500 watt rear hub motor. So there are two main differences when it comes to the batteries on these bikes. The Z1's battery is mounted underneath the seat and it's not removable, and it's a 36 volt battery. The S1 battery is removable and it's a 48 volt battery. So when it comes to these bicycles, when you're riding the S1 and you're done for the day, you can remove the battery, take it upstairs and plug it into your wall and charge it. However, with this one, if you live in an apartment like me and on the third floor, you would have to carry the bike up 3 floors to charge it, but thankfully, I have a plug outlet in my garage, so I can keep it in the garage and charge it overnight. Going back to the battery power, as I said before, the S1 comes with a 48 volt battery while the Z1 comes with a 36 volt battery. This is important when we talk about range because the more powerful the battery, the farther you can go. The range on this bike, the S1, is about 25 to 35 miles, while the range on this bike is about 15 to 25 miles. The range does fluctuate depending on the weight of the rider and the type of terrain that you're riding the bikes on. So as far as the top speeds on these bikes, Lithium Cycles has a top speed on their website at 25 miles per hour for the S1. I've been able to get it up to 30 on an incline, while the top speed of this bike is about 20 miles per hour, and we did like a group ride yesterday. Steph was able to push it up to around 22 miles per hour. Another difference in these bikes, the tires. The S1 comes with all-terrain tires, while the Z1 comes with slick tires. With the all-terrain tires, you can go on all-terrain, whether it be in the street, bike trails, riding through grass. It's going to deal with those different surfaces a lot better than the slick tires, which is mainly made for streets. The throttles on these bikes are different as well. So on the S1, on the throttle, it has an LCD screen with an odometer, so you can see how fast you're going and to see how much battery you have left on your bike. As far as the Z1, there is no LCD to tell you how fast you're going, but it does have a battery life indicator that goes from green to red. Obviously, once it gets to red, your battery's about to die. Last thing we're going to talk about is the size of these bikes. On Lithium Cycles' website, the S1 is listed as 75 pounds with a length of about 65 inches. The Z1, the weight's not listed, but it's significantly lighter than the S1, and it's listed at 61 inches long. And I'll tell you what, I have a lot easier time getting this into the back of my truck than I do with this big piece of metal, and it even fits into Steph's Kia Soul. while I'm still struggling to get this into the back of my Ford Escape, which is a much larger vehicle. So if you want a bike that's easy to move around and get in your car, I would go with the Z1. Now going back to the price point of these bikes, if you were able to pre-order this bike, you got the pre-order special at about $1,000, but now it's at its MSRP. So if you order this bike now, it's gonna be about $1,300 or $1,400. This bike right here, the MSRP is about $2,200. So if you're gonna get either one of these bikes, you gotta base it on how much you're gonna use it. Honestly, if you just wanna have fun and ride around and maybe commute, I would get the Z1, but if you definitely wanna use your bike as a commuter, the S1 would be the best option. Now that I gave you guys the special details on this bike, we're gonna go out and do a speed test, an acceleration test, and a brake test. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab Steph. We're gonna go find an empty parking lot so there's no traffic, so we don't get hit, and we're gonna run these tests. Let's go.
Is it time?
Yeah.
Time to ride?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get my bike. I mean my helmet.
You ready?
Yes. Let's go. What?
You really want to ride, don't you?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Well, she was so excited that she just left me. All right, everyone say hey to my fiance, Stephanie.
Hey.
All right, so we found the perfect parking lot. It's actually really, really long. It's all the way down there, which is perfect for the speed test, the acceleration test, and a brake test. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up.
NYPD, this is chalk. It washes away with water. This is not vandalism because this is temporary. Please don't show up at my house or office or try to arrest me again.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing the same thing that Casey did in this visitor's parking lot. I don't know who this building belongs to, so hopefully I don't get in trouble either, but yeah. Good thing chalk is erasable. Okay, first things first, the acceleration test. We're gonna pull up to that blue line that I drew. I'm gonna count to 3, and on 3, we're both gonna go full throttle to see which bike takes off the fastest. Are you ready?
I'm gonna smoke you.
1, 2, 3. Alright, so now I'm gonna take this camera all the way down there and we're gonna do a race. So I'm gonna take it all the way to right here. I'm gonna put it down, and when I count to 3, we're gonna take off. You guys see me? And then we're gonna zoom past this camera, and whoever zooms past the camera first obviously wins. Hey, are you ready? I think she's ready. All right, count down to the race. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're gonna do, we're gonna do the brake test now. All right, last test, the brake test. That line I drew, it's still there. We're gonna go all the way down where we ended the race, pick up full speed, and then when we cross that line, we're gonna hit the brakes and see which bike comes to a complete stop first. You ready? This is the last one.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. All right, brake test. On 3 we go, and when we hit that line, you stop.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so clearly she has the better brakes. She's right here. I'm all the way up there. I'd say a difference between maybe a couple feet. So her bike has the edge on the brakes. You know what? Your bike is like, it held its own today.
I know.
Like, very speedy. Let's turn this way. Very speedy. The acceleration isn't that bad. Has a lot of pickup to it, and it's in a smaller body.
Yeah.
You like it?
perfect for me?
Oh yeah. That's a wrap. That's all the tests we did. And let me take this off. For the most part, her bike did like hold its own. Speed-wise, acceleration-wise, brake-wise, it's just as good as the S1 in my estimate. I do like the S1 better just because aesthetically it looks better than this bike, but that's not to say that the Z1 is ugly. It's a beautiful bike. I love the angles on it. 2 disclaimers. So my bike is heavily customized because obviously if you go on the website, it's not gonna look anything like that. All that is like aftermarket stuff that I did on my own. You can watch that video, it's right up here. And her bike, when it came, I thought you'd have to assemble it completely because I know with the S1 you got to assemble the brakes, the tires, you got to put the tires on, you got to put the handlebars on. But this one pretty much came like I only had to do 3 things. I had to put the handlebars on, I had to put the pedals on, and I had to get the brakes adjusted, and that was it. So it's pretty much all the way built. Once you get it, you just have to do 3 minor things. But other than that, yeah, that's the end of this video. Hey, did you have fun riding today?
Yes, are we going more?
I think we're gonna go ride some more, so stay tuned to the next video, guys. This is Tristan Nervin. Follow me on social media and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you enjoyed this video. I upload videos every single Sunday. Today I'm doing it during the week because I was supposed to take some time off, but I was so excited about these bikes that I just had to do a video. So until next weekend, guys. Actually, no, I'm going out of town. Weekend after that, I'll be back. See you guys later. Peace.